This is it. Shit, man. What's up?
What's popping?
What's up, Brody? Welcome. Welcome, everybody watching to the first official episode of the No Look podcast. I go by the name of Injustice, your local supervillain, creative director of Supervillain Studios, and I'm here with my co-host, media mogul, creative director of After Love, that boy Twan. What's going on?
What's popping? What's going on? How we feeling today?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. It's kind of crazy. So both of us, we do content in some capacity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't be on like the full YouTube shit really, but like you go out there, you do the interviews, and we, we're both into like comic book shit and shit like that. And obviously, I'm a lot of my content's music based. You make music, so it's kind of crazy that we're finally linking up to do a podcast, and it's not about any of that. It's
It's
about
some sports.
not yeah, fact. It's
Grown
it's
man
about
talk.
real shit, bro. Real barbershop talk, bro. Real hoop talk. I've been wanting to do a basketball pod for years now, but the timing is right. And we ready, bro. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm just waiting on niggas to stop being incompetent and go get a center. That's it.
Yeah,
it.
I don't
That's all waiting.
at this point, I don't know what y'all gonna do, bro. Like you might have
Like,
to
it's getting me tight.
you
Niggas put
might
on a master class and then fumble at the finish line.
yeah, like you guys are in a predicament for sure. Um But I feel like before we get into our own teams and our own fucking, I don't even want to get started on my team. But
You don't have to.
before we get into our teams, I think we should start, unfortunately, with the 2024 NBA champions, which are the Boston Celtics. First of all, congratulations to I don't want to say the Celtics. Congratulations to Jaylen Brown. I fucks with Jaylen Brown. Congratulations to I'll give a congrats to Jason Tatum, Derek White.
No, I'm not giving a congrats to Jason Tatum.
You don't got to, that's fine. Shout out to Al Horford. You know what I mean? Putting on for the Hispanic community.
Al
Um,
Horford, the GOAT. He really
yeah,
is. He the GOAT for sure.
he been waiting for
But
that fucking ring, bro. Now he can finally rest.
yeah, he said he got one more in him. He said he got one more. I'm actually honestly, if anything, the only person on that team that really pisses me off the fact that they got a chip is Porzingis.
Yeah, that's understandable though. As a Knicks fan,
That nigga finally played more than like 40 games the first time in his career and caught a chip. Crazy work.
crazy. But so yeah, how do you feel about this Celtics ring?
The
Is
team
it
is that.
I know they have the most in NBA history now. It's 18th, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, team is stacked. You play the Dallas team that wasn't supposed to be there. Played like they weren't supposed to be there. Looked like they weren't supposed to be there. You had Kyrie went missing. Luca had his flame out. The bigs on the team that was doing so amazingly well in the playoffs were non-existent. At the end of the day, yeah, Celtics showed that it's not their first finals. Um, Mavs looked like it was their first. I want to give Kyrie the benefit of the doubt because Drew Holiday had him in purgatory. So, but he still shot bad. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it just is what it is. Like, I don't know why they would expect it a chip. Like, if you wanted a chip, that was your time. Will they get back there again? I want to say no. It's possible they could. It's very possible. They would need a lot to go right again. But it's just like, yeah. But again, it's very possible. I mean, they had a few signings or whatever that may or may not be make or break. I think one of them dudes is still hot garbage, but whatever. We get into that later.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance that they can run it back. At least making out the East. I think it's maybe like a worse chance than last year, but I think there's still a good chance they make it out the East. As far as the finals, I think you hit it on the nose. Experience. Experience was, I think, the main factor in the finals. Now, we all hated on the Celtics because The Celtics were doing what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to make the championship. It was championship or bust when you have that type of roster. And as the playoffs kept going, saw all these injuries, you know what I mean? And Giannis went down, Dame went down, Jimmy Butler went down, the whole entire Knicks team went down. Even when they played the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, Tyrese Halliburton went down. So they had such an easy path. Once they won the finals, it was like, all right, that's what you were supposed to do. Not to mention, they didn't even see the Nuggets, which were what everybody thought to be the best team in the West. They ended up seeing the Mavericks team, who, to be honest, had a great playoffs for sure. Definitely overachieved, but you hit it on the nose. Experience played a big part in that final scene. But I personally feel like people don't give the Celtics the credit that they deserve because, you know, guys like PJ Washington, Derek Jones Jr., Daniel Gafford, they looked extremely inexperienced there, but I don't think it was just because it was their first finals. I think the Celtics defense is that good. Even Kyrie Irving had a couple stinkers, but people forgot the last time that Kyrie Irving played the Celtics in the playoffs, that last year in Brooklyn when they had him in purgatory that time. You know what I mean? And now this is even better Celtics team, by the way. They added Drew Holiday too. And, as I think the only person really that I don't think was affected that much by Celtics defense was Luka. I feel like his offensive struggles, I think, is more to blame from him. I think, he had a couple of those fourth quarters. I ain't like how he was, kind of blaming the refs. He was kind of blaming some teammates. I just think he didn't show up. And I think even as great as Luka is, experience matters. That was his first finals. He's gonna take that, with grain of salt, come back next year. But Celtics were just better, bro. Celtics were just the superior team.
No, they were. They were. Like, it's bad. I think I seen a report. I seen a report. We're gonna have to add this in if we find it. When apparently like Mark Cuban and all them had to talk to Luca about complaining to the refs. Like, bro. It's so crazy, bro. Like, just play. Just play, bro. You're
I
making
get,
it harder for yourself.
yeah, I get you're in the heat of the moment, but like, you can't be a sore loser, bro.
Like,
Can't be
just
a sore.
play. You gotta remember, you got nothing to lose, my boy. You wasn't supposed to be here, so like, you got nothing to lose, really. Win or lose, like, you got nothing to lose. You
Yeah,
overachieved. You're having a good year. You're having a really good year. You went to the finals. You were maybe a win or two away from being a play-in team of how close the West was. Like, just take it for what it is. Now, on the other side of things, objectively speaking, you don't win a chip, it's a losing season to me. So at the
yeah,
end of the day, it's either or. There's two sides of the coin, how to look at it. But yeah, he doesn't need to be complaining to the refs and all that. Like, bro, just let it go. Like, there's no way that you went into this finals and your coach didn't sit y'all down and tell you it's not gonna be some easy shit. Like, if it was going to be easy, I promise you, it would have been easy. But no, as fraudulent as I think the Celtics can be, and as fraudulent as I think Joe Mazzulla is, like, niggas hoop,
yeah.
niggas deep and deep.
And
Like,
I think, to be honest, Luca needed this type of series, bro. He needed this type of experience. So did the entire, except besides Kyrie, the entire Dallas Mavericks team needed this type of experience because I know a lot of people were surprised, like, oh, how did they, kind of dismantle a defense like the Timberwolves, but then got locked down by the Celtics. People don't understand the finals is different, bro, and finals experience is different. This is the Celtics' second time around now, and their first finals, they got spanked by that Warriors team. Who, let's be honest, out of all the entire Warriors dynasty, that was probably the worst Warriors team to ever make the finals. Like,
for sure.
second best player in that whole series was Andrew Wiggins, damn near Kevon Looney.
Hey,
So
not too much on Kevon Looney, bro. That
Kevon,
nigga a role player.
he was hooping. He was hooping. He was hooping.
He a role player for sure, for sure.
I'm saying he was hooping better than Klay. He was hooping better than Jordan Poole in that series.
Who?
It was straight, exactly.
Who?
But,
You naming some niggas I don't care about.
but the Celtics still got dropped off, and those were some winnable games, bro. Those were some winnable games. And it's because they didn't have that finals experience. Now, this time around, they have that. So, if the Mavericks, it don't even got to be next year. If the Mavericks make it again, though, that finals experience will definitely come into play for sure.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like you gotta think of it like a really long training arc. Okay. When Jordan came into the league, who busted his ass the first couple times in the playoffs before he started dogging everybody?
Celtics and the Pistons.
Okay. Not saying Luca is Jordan, but you know, sometimes getting your ass beat once, that's all you need. You never lose again after that. So not saying that he gonna make it his life mission to like dog the Celtics from now on. Cause at the end of the day, you're already averaging 30. Like, how much more can you really do? But I promise you he shoot more efficiently the rest of his career now.
I think he's definitely gonna get in the lab for sure. He's already playing in like the like Olympics, right?
Yeah, I believe he is. If he's I even if he's not more efficient next year, he definitely gonna be more mature for sure. Like there's gonna be some level of growing up. I really think that's really to just stay with him. 'Cause at the end of the day, you're averaging like almost 30, like 8 and 8. Like, how much better can you really be? Shoot a better percentage or whatever. But like at the end of the day, yeah, I think it's really just a maturity thing. Yeah, he get his head in the game and like really lock in. Like that's a cold white dude. Like he gonna set us back a couple years for sure. For
Already,
sure.
him and Jokic already are, to be
Oh
honest.
no, they already doing their thing. They already they got it on lock. Jokic is the embodiment of I don't know why. Why are you able to do what you do? Like it's so crazy to me because he's like not the most athletic. He just shows up and
Watching
he
him
gives you work.
like I couldn't imagine like if I was a Lakers fan, I would hate Nikola Jokic. Burning,
Like
with a burning passion, bro. He makes the most ridiculous shots I've ever.
bro, he shoots behind his head. He be surprised when the shots goes in.
Bro, he be
I
like off 1 foot over the head,
it
three
just be scat. It
slow
be scat.
leaning
It be
over
it be
LeBron James. It's like, bro, who is this, bro?
It'd be perfect green releases every single time, and I'd be sitting here amazed, bro. Like, for a dude that's not the most athletic person on the court, no matter who he plays, he's not the most athletic person on the court, whatever. Like, you're literally just a tall body. Oh, what? You're not out running nobody. You ain't out jumping nobody. It's not even like awesome Tim Duncan where I can sit here and be like, your fundamentals, your post work is just crazy, superb. Like, bro, literally just steps on the court and it says, it don't matter. I'm winning. I've watched this man 1 year have a 0 point first half against Golden State in the playoffs 1 year and then drop 30 in that second half and catch a W in a closeout game. Like, bro, he just locks it. I can't explain that. It's
I
you
mean,
can't put nothing on that. Like it's wild to me. Now I will also say though, I will also say as much as we sat here and gas Nikola Jokic, a lot of it does have to do with having Jamal Murray too.
for
Peak
sure.
Jamal Murray is that boy different in clutch time.
They're both
Like
clutch. They're both clutch.
he,
Now, I do think that the Nuggets lost some of their edge
oh for sure.
losing certain pieces. We're gonna get to that later. And I think that Dallas, I think Luka's gonna grow, but I think that Dallas is gonna have a different expectation next year too after making the finals, especially with their new acquisition too. We'll get to all that later. But before we move on for the Celtics, I gotta ask you, bro. Let's talk about it. Is this ring Mickey Mouse? Because I've been
Man,
seeing a lot of people.
I mean,
Right?
so if we're gonna call this the Mickey Mouse ring, right? Then technically off that logic, okay, the Bucks ring is a Mickey Mouse ring. All right.
Talk about it. Talk about it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look as a Nets fan, bro. I remember if KD wears a half size down, nigga.
KG has a smaller foot. Niggas win. Niggas is in the finals that year.
Bro, facts. As a matter of fact, if Kyrie don't get hurt,
Bro, Kyrie and Harden was hurt. One of them actually, well, man, no, we not gonna count Harden in the playoffs. It's dog awful, but
yeah,
actually,
that's all.
but yeah, Kyrie don't get hurt. Yeah, it's clip for y'all. It's clip for them. It's
So you're
clip.
saying that like if this ring is Mickey, You,
If this is a Mickey Mouse ring,
gotta get caught
the Lakers ring is a Mickey Mouse ring. The Bucks ring is a Mickey Mouse ring. And yeah, like all three of them are Mickey Mouse rings, technically.
I mean, the 2021 is technically an actual Mickey Mouse ring. It is literally a Mickey Mouse ring. But it don't matter. Legault still won that. But as far as this ring, I'm conflicted, bro. I'm conflicted because, like we said, they were supposed to win. You know, on paper, they were supposed to win this ring. But you know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this: these last couple years, they were supposed to win too. They weren't supposed to lose to the Heat. You know what I mean? They weren't supposed to shit the bed all those times. They weren't supposed to shit the bed against the Warriors. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say, like, oh, they won. They would have won regardless. We don't know that. This is a very talented Celtics team, probably the best Celtics team. No disrespect to Marcus Smart that we've seen since, you know, in the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown tenure of the Celtics, talent wise for sure. But all I'm gonna say is, if you look at the Eastern Conference, the Knicks got hot late, even with the injuries. The Knicks got really hot late. Miami owns the Celtics notoriously.
Jimmy Butler
Notoriously
owns the Celtics.
Jimmy Butler notoriously owns the
Jimmy
Celtics.
Butler owns the
That nigga got
Celtics.
hurt earlier. Got hurt early, bro. So it's like I can't say that they would have won anyway. I really can't. It's
I
it's
can't.
it's like it's tough. I don't think it's Mickey. I don't think it's Mickey because I'll say this. It's the same reason I don't think that the Bucks ring is Mickey because even though they got to the finals, Giannis went crazy. Like that 50-point game in the finals was fucking nuts. Same thing with JB. Jaylen Brown was cooking, bro. Cooking.
Well, it's not a.
Got the
I'll
ball.
say it's not a Mickey Mouse chip, just for the fact that if you want to go off Vegas odds, if the team that was predicted to win wins at the end of the year, no matter what occurs, you were still predicted to win. You were the favorite.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as long as you win, your team is also stacked or whatever. Now I can sit here, and chat all I want. I can sit here and say, look, Dallas got one game, right? That Knicks team with no starters probably would have got one game. I'll say that. I'll sit here and say if that Celtics team played a fully healthy Knicks team in the Eastern Conference Final, I will sit here and me being a biased Knicks fan, I'm gonna sit here and say I don't think they get past. It could be 50-50. I could just be very biased or whatever. But I'm just gonna sit here and say, like, that team is different. That whole roster, if fully healthy, was very different. Like niggas was running bench players for majority of the playoffs. That would have been our starters for majority of the players would have been our bench players. You gotta remember at one excluding the Jalen Brunson injury, that was like 50, almost 60 points a game chilling in street clothes. And
Yeah,
still putting up almost 90 at the end of the game.
I'd put my money on the Celtics in that series, but I am saying that the playoffs is about who gets hot late at the important times. And y'all got hot late down the stretch of that season, not to mention all the injuries you dealt with. If OG never went down, if Brunson never went down, Josh Hart never went down, if Mitch never went down, and if you had Julius to begin with healthy, yeah, I think you guys would have gave the Celtics a run for their
Well,
money
to
for sure.
begin with, it probably would have been a even higher seed. I remember when Julius got hurt, the Knicks was the hottest team to start the year. What was it, 13 in a row,
Mhm.
whatever. Then Julius and OG got hurt, and then you got to remember when Julius and OG got hurt a month or two later. That's when Bogey and Alec Burks came over in that other trade, and Bogey was, damn, I'm mad we let him go. Well, I'm not really mad, but like. That boy is shooter, man. He's a shooter. You gotta have that one white dude on the team that's just a shooter. Like he shoots. He really do get buckets. But
Yeah.
it's like that whole roster was never fully healthy. They never played together
I mean,
whatsoever.
coached by Tom Thibodeau, is there such thing as fully healthy? You know what I
No.
mean?
Well,
Since
to be fair, OG is always hurt, so I ain't got nothing to do with Thibs.
I'm not saying I'm just saying everybody else though. Like the most intriguing thing about next season is Mikal gonna keep playing? Is he gonna keep his streak alive?
If he gets hurt, then yeah,
We
that
know.
you could argue that's on Thibs, but like everybody else's injuries, low key, I can't even say that's on Thibs necessarily because obviously Embiid hurt Mitchell in the
Yeah.
playoffs. I mean, he's already
What
injury
was,
prone to begin with.
what was Julius's injury?
Julius was on a rebound, dislocated shoulder on a rebound.
Okay, yeah.
That's just from player contact.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, OG was already he's already injury prone. So I guess you could say OG, but everybody else low key was off of contact with somebody else. Even
Yeah.
Brunson's hand injury was diving after a ball, if I'm not mistaken. And whatever. And Josh Hart getting hurt. Well, that I mean, I guess you probably could blame the 48, damn near 48 minutes of PT on Josh Hart on Thibs because that nigga was playing damn near 48 minutes. Crazy. Playing 48 minutes, and that's not even a max contract player.
Yeah. Shout out to the Celtics, I guess. You got your damn ring finally after all these years of freaking making the conference, making the semifinals. You finally made it over the hump. But I'll say this. I think it's real funny how Celtics got the ring and it still does not help Jason Tatum's legacy. Jason
Nah.
Tatum's like the same questions about Jason Tatum are still there because the thing that people have been saying is that Jason Tatum is not that guy. Did Jason Tatum prove he's that guy? No, because I'm pretty sure Jaylen Brown
Ooh.
was MVP.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown. That boy went in on and off the court.
And I don't like how niggas trying to say, "Oh, Jason Tatum." No, bro, no, bro. I knew this was going to happen, bro. JT, he snuck in those last two games, and niggas just started trying to act like, "Oh, he was the Finals MVP." No, bro. Jaylen Brown, who was that dude for the entire playoff run, from the first round to the finals. JB was that guy. And Derek White. Shout out Derek White too. And I'm not saying Tatum had a bad series or nothing, but yes, he had a couple stinkers. You know what I mean? JB was
JB did have a couple stickers though. He had like 11-point game against Orlando.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Damn.
Majority of the stinkers is in the first round. Yeah, he put up like two. He put up like two bad games in the first round.
Rough. But besides that, then JB was hooping, bro. JB was hooping. And I think it's funny, but it's kind of fucked up because now the narrative will be at first it was like, oh, Jason Tatum has all this help and he can't win a championship. Now it's kind of turned into, oh yeah, you got a championship, but you ain't got no finals MVP though. You know, it's kind of like when Steph won his first ring. Like, are you really that guy? You know, and now I think it's kind of crazy that like I've been seeing Jaylen Brown's name in like 10 lists. You know, his stock is going up. And JT's is kind of dropping. So now they're in like in similar places, which is interesting to me. Because I personally still think that Jason Tatum is the better player. And I don't think it's that wide of a margin, but it's a pretty wide margin.
Jason Tatum's the better player, but I think, and I'll die on this hill. Jaylen Brown, if you give him the same amount of shots, the same opportunity, he gonna do the same thing. I think you're not really. If Jaylen, outside of not having a left hand, when Tatum don't play, he put up damn near the same stats.
I think
Tatum takes less shots than Tatum too, so it's like
if we're just talking about scoring, then yeah, maybe. I think Tatum is probably more likely to like give you like a 50 ball, but yeah, I think they're pretty close offensively. But I do think that Tatum, I think Tatum's a little better of a facilitator, a little better of a defender, better rebounder. I think he brings more to the game, but I think that at the same time, when the lights are brighter,
Tatum's not a better defender.
I think he's a better defender.
Well, Brown was the only one. I ain't never seen Tatum get defensive votes. Brown's got defensive votes multiple times the last few years.
Damn, Tatum never got to defend. I think Tatum's a little bit of a better defender on the perimeter.
Tatum is taller.
Yeah.
So he has that going for him, and I could be very wrong, but Brown gets defensive votes. I know that for a fact. But
JT
Brown
is
usually guards the other best player for the most part.
I don't think JT's better like by a wide margin in these like categories, but so you give defense to JB over Tatum?
I think JB actually plays defense. He not the best. Neither of them are
Nah, Tatum plays.
good. But like
Tatum plays
if
defense.
Brown's getting defensive votes consistently, he's not making the teams, but he's getting votes. Then at the end of the day, clearly there's something you're doing that makes whoever's voting, and the voting is usually either analysts or niggas like Stephen A. So if them niggas are giving you votes, then clearly you're doing something right on defense. So if Tatum don't got no votes, then. But again, it's all he said, she said. It's you could there's snubs like freaking
Just you go
Marcus
JB
Smart.
on the defensive side. I don't know. I feel like JB spends more time like guarding like guards too than Tatum does. I feel like Tatum has to guard like more bigs.
Because why would you put Tatum on quick niggas? Why would you tire him out?
I
Why would you?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, but he has the ability to. I'm just
Because
saying,
he's tall. He's taller.
yeah, I'm just saying. I feel like that's part of the reason why JB is in more situations where he has to guard like smaller dudes. That might be a little bit of advantage for him because they are both great defenders for sure. But my point was, I feel like JT's the more complete player, but I feel like at the same time, playoff time when the lights are the brightest, certain players rise in those situations, and I feel like Jason Tatum's not one of those dudes, and I think Jaylen Brown is, and
Oh,
I think
Tatum fraudulent as hell.
he is.
I'll never forgive you, Mr. Corny dude, Mr. I do this for Kobe, Mr. 8 armband.
You need to stop, bro. And you saw,
What you doing that fourth quarter of that game? And you got eliminated that game too? That was crazy. I remember telling niggas to bet you're under that game and it cashed. That was
bro,
crazy.
he said, "Kobe, this is for you," and lost in 6. How
Bro, it's so
disrespectful is that,
crazy.
bro?
I still have the pics from that elimination game that I sat in the group chat that night. Tatum under is on that shit. And he did go under.
Yeah, playoff Tatum under is that's a lock. That's a lock.
That shit was funny. That was just me hating.
That's real though. That's real because it's hating, but it's facts too. It's
Oh no,
facts.
it's facts. What? I think that's same playoffs. I picked Trae Young to go under every game. He did too. Big hate.
And we're talking about legacy, bro. Tatum, you got to show up when it matters, bro. When the playoffs hit, bro. Because like regular season, you see Tatum, going crazy, having like 50 ball here and there. Playoffs come, you're really inconsistent, bro. Really inconsistent. I think that was also part of a lot of their success, kind of like in the early rounds, like maybe like the second, like the Eastern Conference Finals. He turned more to that facilitator role. Like he knew JB was the one that was cooking. So ego, like he was able to put his ego aside and was like, I'm gonna be in this more facilitator role, which helped the team. And kudos to him, because some players, I don't think that's why he's not Kobe, bro. Kobe not doing that. Kobe not doing. Kobe taking his shots, but
there is no 1A, 1B in a Kobe
yeah,
Bryant
there's
mindset.
not, bro.
There's one, and that's just big me.
Exactly. But yeah,
You don't get that rebound again.
Tatum,
What you talking about getting the shots?
Tatum got his ring, but he did not beat the allegations. He did not beat the allegations whatsoever. So, like, niggas still saying Luka better than you, and you just beat Luka. Like, you did not show out. You did not pop out and show niggas in this finals, bro. Like Derek White, low key.
Tatum's not better than Luka.
Man, some people will tell you different, bro.
Tatum not better than Luka, man.
I've heard some devious takes. Nigga.
It's Luka for sure, bro. It's Luka for sure.
Different. Yeah, there's levels.
If I swap, well, I can't even use the argument if I swap the teams. If I swap them on each team, regardless, it doesn't matter if I swap them. The Celtics will still catch a ring.
Yeah.
The Celtics will still catch a ring. So I can't even say that.
All right, but let's move on. Celtics, fuck ball. Move on.
Facts.
New season. You know what I mean? That means some new coaches hires. So there's been a couple interesting coaches hires. We can run through them a little bit. Obviously, they were the one that they kept. Bro, something that pissed me off during the finals. This is the NBA finals. Why are we talking about the Lakers head coach?
Because the world revolves around LeBron.
Bro,
Go.
I look, shout out to LeGoat. All right, I'm a bronze sexual. I'll admit it. That nigga need to retire, low key, bro.
Oh, you're a Pookie fan?
I'm a Pookie fan, but I'm tired of hearing about this fucking Lakers team, bro.
Saying that on camera is crazy.
I'm tired of the Lakers, bro. It's just like enough, bro. But they finally made a decision. They hired fellow podcaster JJ Redick, NBA legend, Duke Blue Devil. How do we feel about this hire?
Personally, I don't think there's really much wrong with JJ Redick. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't their first option. The first option decided to stay in college.
I think he was the first option, bro. I don't believe I feel like that other coach. Honestly, bro, if you want me to keep it a stack, I feel like the Lakers wanted to be talked about. I feel like the Lakers wanted attention, so they brought up that whole coaching shit. But they wanted JJ, bro. There's a reason why. Look, my GOAT with some elite tampering. Nigga started. He said, "Yo, JJ, let's start this little podcast." They did 3 episodes. All of a sudden, this nigga's a coach. Crazy tampering.
Well, to be fair, even if you look at him as an analyst, JJ actually
he's a smart, great NBA mind.
JJ could actually sit here and break down hoops. Like this nigga will sit here and break down plays and why certain plays are like he makes perfect sense as a coach. Not that he needs to be a Lakers coach. No, would he probably gotten a head coaching job eventually? Most likely, because his name's already been swirling around for a minute. Like JJ could sit here and break down plays to you and tell you why certain players. Like he be in the lab. He understands plays, and unlike certain coaches, cough Doc Rivers that can't read up plays for shit. So like
he did a great job on commentary this year. And not only that, if you've ever listened to his, people joke about his podcast is really good. Like if you heard him talk with various NBA players, he's a real smart dude. And I think he is going to be a great coach. But as far as coaching the Lakers,
oh no, he's doomed.
Yeah, you're doomed from the start, bro. That is a sinking ship. And people hyped about this JJ Redick signing. It's fine. He's probably gonna be better than Darvin Ham for sure. But at the end of the day, this is just another nigga to blame, bro. It's another nigga to give the blame to. And
oh yeah, you don't win with this job.
The coaching was not the number one problem with the Lakers, bro. They need better role players. They need real shooters around LeBron and AD. That's what they need.
And they finally got 80 to play 70 plus games too, which is crazy. 80 played 70 plus games. He sold y'all the.
As much as I hate AD, I got to give it to him. He had a great season, but it's not enough. The age where you can just have put 2 superstars together and you'll have enough to win a ring, those days are over. You need the right role players, bro. You need them. If you look at these championship teams, the Denver Nuggets, you look at OKC now, who they added in the offseason, they're gonna be a problem. You look at even the
shut up.
They got the right rope. Yeah, I said it, nigga. I said it. But you need the right role players, though. You know what I mean? Especially wings, bro. Every championship contender, they got elite wings. No disrespect to Rui Hachimura, he's solid, but it's not enough, bro. It's him and Torian Prince is not gonna cut it. They don't have a real center. Shout out Jackson Hayes, but he's young. He's young. He's supposed to be power forward. He's been said he wants to play power forward. So they need better big men. They got some shooting. We'll get into the draft in a little bit. But JJ Redick will have his hands full, bro. And I'll leave it there. Another interesting coaching signing that I saw. The Cavs hired Kenny Atkinson. I am a Kenny Atkinson fan. He used to be the coach of the Brooklyn Nets before, the madness started.
Back when D'Lo was that nigga.
Before Katie and Kyrie got the nigga fired because they didn't want to run laps in practice. Kenny Atkinson is a good coach, and I feel like he's good at developing players as well. So
you're gonna develop Donovan.
I'm fucking shocked that nigga resigned, bro.
At you. I shouldn't say that about Donovan.
He don't need development.
He gonna fix Garland. Whatever occurred last year, whatever
Hopefully,
that big
yeah,
step back was. I understand he was hurt for most of it, but goddamn, whatever that step back was crazy.
yeah. Him and Mobley, bro. Hopefully, he'll be able to unlock something in them.
I'm
And
not. No, I don't care about Mobley. I think Mobley been trash since he got drafted.
I think it's crazy how niggas were saying he's gonna be better than Scotty Barnes. I knew Scotty Barnes was gonna be better than him.
I think Mobley is very trash. Scotty Barnes, he cool. He cool.
Mobley, I like Mobley as like a defender though, but the offense is to be determined.
I still can't get over the 1 year when niggas tried to say Mobley would dog Julius Randle.
Crazy. That just crazy. That must have been after y'all got spanked by the Hawks because his stock was at like an all time low at that point. So I understand. That was probably like Mobley's rookie year. He was hooping. You know, niggas start getting disrespectful, bro. Niggas get disrespectful after a bad playoff series.
Mobley got dogged by Randall all season. What would it be different now?
But bro,
it's so crazy that people. It's so crazy that you brought up the Hawks thing. Like it's so. You know, it's a sad thing about that about losing to the Hawks that year is we talk about Julius Randle disappearing, but like the 4 regular season games before that, he was giving them like 35 points a game. I just forgot all of that before that.
you have a bad playoff series, they're forgetting all that, bro. None of that shit matters. You can be the MVP. They ain't go. They're just gonna remember that.
It don't matter if I gave you 50 pieces the last 4 times we played.
Yes.
That playoff series is what matters. And I understand it, but damn. And I look at the Hawks after that. Purgatory.
Last year, Joel Embiid was an MVP candidate, about to get the scoring title before he got hurt. Do niggas talk about that? No. They talk about how that nigga lost again. Nigga lost again in the first round. But was the first round or second round?
That's first round. That's the first round. Got clapped by New York.
But
he shouldn't have play. He should just take it out.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree.
He should have. He was not healthy. He should have forced.
I'm surprised. Like those games were competitive, bro. That 76ers roster was nothing crazy. Maxey was like crazy.
It was Maxey and Oubre putting in a lot of work because people like Tobias Harris to get bread.
Fair job. But speaking of Tobias Harris, though, his new home, they got a new coach, JD Bickerstaff. Can JD Bickerstaff fix the fucking Pistons?
Hell no. But get that bread, my boy.
That bag, bro.
Get that bag. When they fire you after the season, that money still hit.
He's pulling a Monty Williams. You know what I mean?
They didn't need to fire Monty. Monty was a issue. Your roster sucked. Your roster was cooked. Your owner or your front office was cooked when y'all tried to force him to bench what's his name to start Killian Hayes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, but it's time to stop pretending like Monty's a good coach.
Monty's not bad, but you can't blame him for the Pistons sucking. Them players legitimately blew games themselves. We forget a lot of the games the Pistons lost. They were up for a majority of those close games. Like, we could sit here and go through you up like 10 at halftime, then got blown out by like 40. Like that's players flopping.
I remember that game where we like when during their losing streak, we all thought they were gonna beat the Celtics. They were up by like 30 at halftime, and then they ended up losing.
Anyone who bet on the Celtics at halftime, bro, caught the illest lick. That plus 1,000 that it was at.
Beautiful. But JD Bickerstaff is a good coach, right? The Pistons might be a lost cause now. They locked in Cade Cunningham long term, so he's there. Still got Jaden Ivey. You know, Jalen Duren is a project. Asar Thompson is the one of the Pistons. You know,
it's one of them. I get their names mixed up.
A lot of potential there. They just did they draft Ron Holland?
I believe it. No, maybe
it wasn't Ron Holland.
I think it was. No, yes, it was Ron Holland.
Ron Holland. Okay, cool. Yeah. Who's kind of like you? I know he's like another wing. I feel like we're either. I feel these niggas about to be garbage again, bro.
Well, it's not a coaching issue.
I don't like, and it's fucked up because like it's not a desirable
It's
like
not a
destination.
desirable job.
Niggas not jumping to go to the Pistons. Like last year, someone who has no trade value, Zach Levine. There was whispers about to trade you to the Pistons. Nigga said, "Yeah, I'm getting surgery. I'm not
Yeah.
going." Like
Detroit for the last 5 years has been where your career goes to die. Look at Blake. Look at Derrick Rose when he went to Detroit.
it's literally purgatory, bro. So I'm gonna pray for JD Bickerstaff, and
I ain't praying for him, bro. You cash the check, sit there, bro. You be alright. The check hit though. That
I
check
don't.
look good, though, right?
Them niggas go. Look, bro.
Oh,
The check
bro,
is
you
nice.
making that coach money? I
The
don't
check is
care if
nice,
I'm
bro.
losing.
Nah, losing that much, bro, gotta affect your mental health, bro.
It do, but at the
And
end of the
not to mention,
day,
bro, you gotta do that and live in Detroit.
okay. And I'm gonna ask you one question. You signed up for it, right? You signed up for it, right?
I low key, I
You
rather,
put the pen. You put the pen to the paper with all that being considered.
bro, could have. Hey,
Like
look, you know what? He's up for the challenge. So,
you
JD,
sat there, you talked it over with your family and said, you know, there's some good bread. We're gonna move the family to Detroit. Now when y'all go like 0 and like 20 your first 20 games, you just go sit here and be like, man, maybe we should have went somewhere else that wasn't Detroit. But that money though, yeah, that's why you here. You want that fame where it's like, okay, cool. Maybe in the rare case you turn it around next season, rare case. Now everybody gonna look at you like you God
all
and
I'm
you
saying,
got your bread. But
if
like,
I'm coaching the Pistons, I'm moving to Detroit. I need more bread than what he got. I need Kate Cunningham money.
bro, it's the fact that he had to go buy a house in Detroit. That would piss me off.
Facts. Uh, yeah. Shout out to the new coaches, I guess. Uh, and let's get to the NBA draft, bro. One of niggas were shitting on this draft, bro. Still shitting on this draft. They're saying like one of the worst drafts in a while. No, really like exciting. Uh, superstar, level ready now players in the draft. But what are some of like your favorite pickups from this draft?
Let's see. The only person I really cared about in this whole draft, and he's on the Timberwolves now. He's on the
Holland.
Timberwolves.
Oh, Dillingham.
Dillingham. That was the only person I cared about. I was like, you, sir, are too much of a bucket to not to be somewhere out the top 10, bro. Everybody else, I did not care for whatsoever. I sat here, it was just like, bro. And it's so crazy about this draft as a whole. And like, we gonna sit here and we gonna make jokes. Like, every year, I swear you get more and more draftees where like if you look at their college or the professional stats, it's like you a top 10 pick, but you was averaging 4 and 4. Like like I know we drafted based on talent and whatever, but it's just like, damn, bro, you averaged 4 and 4 last year. Like that's crazy to me. Like 4 and 4 got you a top 10 pick.
Yeah, this wasn't the best draft for sure. So you said just Dillingham was like your favorite pickup?
That's all I cared for. Everybody else on this list was just non-existent to me. I don't. I guess I honestly low key the highlight of the draft is probably Bronny ended up on the Lakers uniform.
Yeah,
That's probably like that's more of a story than everybody
the only
else.
story. The only story, pretty much. Now,
It's
there definitely was a lackluster draft. There's a couple pickups that I like, to be honest. I liked Alex Sard too. Um, the Wizards have a big man of the future. Wizards one of those trash teams where at least they have you know, like a clear direction. Like I feel like they're doing a decent job rebuilding. They have like good young pieces, except for like Jordan Poole. Other than Jordan Poole, they have like some decent young pieces to build around. Um,
they fine. Just go sign Smith. Go throw bread at people, bro. Go throw bread at some nice solid at CBI. Kuzma's
yeah,
not trash.
Yeah. I feel like Kuzma gonna end up somewhere else though.
Oh no, he needs to end up somewhere else. He needs
Yeah.
to stop wasting his time there. I don't think he's gonna keep being like a 24, 25, or whatever the hell he's currently at right now. No, I think he'll probably settle between somewhere between like 18 and like 21, 22.
The
Or
Lakers
he
gave him up, to be honest.
Lakers should have kept him.
Yeah, like I don't know why they decided to blow up their fucking team after winning a championship. It makes no sense to me,
They
but
should have kept him because it's just like, okay, cool. You knew Brandon Ingram was gonna be turned out pretty well. Kuzma was a surprise. You should have kept him.
and what's funny is like those whole young players they had Lonzo, they had Ingram, they had Kuzma, they had Zubac. What's funny is they traded all of them to get AD. They didn't even have to trade for AD. They could have just waited till the next year and signed AD in free agency, and you would have just had. You know what? I digress, bro. I digress.
It's so crazy because if you look at like that roster and the young core, you got to think you had Kuzma, you had Ingram, you had Lonzo, you had D'Lo at one point, you had Randall at one point. Literally everybody on that list, with the exception of D'Lo and Lonzo, just because we like to hate on D'Lo, even though that's my guy. But technically speaking, everybody on that list technically turned out pretty well.
Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody. D'Lo, say what you want about D'Lo. He's a starting point guard on a playoff team.
and he had an all-star game. Honestly, if y'all never got rid of him for Kyrie, like that man's would have a different career right now. That was the last time he really had to actually hoop.
Kuzma, he's like what, 23 point per game guy now? 23, 24, teetering around there.
It's on Washington, so that says a lot. But like
It
he
don't
still
matter.
gets buckets.
Do that. Brandon Ingram, solid. You know, so he, you know, I don't think he lived up to his potential, but still solid nonetheless. Zubac, solid starting center. Josh Hart was with that group, one of the best glue guys in the NBA. Julius Randle, all-star level player. Lakers, bro. Was it all worth it for that one ring? Was it all worth it for that one ring? That's what I want to know.
That
And
ring is pretty though.
they got rid of KCP too, bro. Why did you let KCP
KCP
walk?
He was on house arrest. He was hooping with an ankle monitor. I understand why you let him go.
Gangster, though. You know what? That's dedication. That's dedication, bro.
Nigga, how you in jail but still showed up?
He says, "I want to be here more than breaking house arrest to come hoop." That's a
He was
Laker for
allowed
life.
to be there. It's the fact that he was in jail but still allowed to hoop.
That is pretty cool. Shout out to
I never seen nothing like that before, bro.
that was pretty crazy. Shout out to me. Nah, but yeah, I like Rob Dillingham in Minnesota too. That's another scorer for them, and that's somebody who hopefully Mike Conley can give the keys to because that nigga's getting old. He's definitely getting up to age.
Mike, you get up there. Mike's so reliable.
Bro, we cannot let the Thunder keep getting away with this, bro. Nikola Topic is a hooper, bro. He's a hooper.
He
And
is.
somehow he fell to all the way to the Thunder, bro, which pisses me off. But that's fine, I guess. And
But you know who's not on the Thunder this year? You
Hmm?
know who's not gonna be on the Thunder this year?
Cool.
He like them young, huh?
We gonna get to P Diddy. We gonna get to P Diddy. And what's his name? What's his name? Bro from USC. He got drafted by the Jazz. What's his name?
Talk about the point guard?
Yeah.
Collier?
Yeah, Isaiah Collier. He's tough too. That was a good pickup by the Jazz. But yeah, other than that, man,
Jazz don't need another point guard. Jazz got a point guard.
Yeah, I think they have like a couple.
They have Colin Sexton. Maybe Colin's actually hooping on the Jazz.
Yes, shots Colin Sexton. But the main story of the draft was Bronny. Shout out, bro. First of all, Michael Jordan can never. Michael Jordan's sons were way too sorry to ever be in to ever be considered NBA.
Bronny's an NBA player. He just gonna need some time. He just not his dad. It is what it is.
Oh, he's gonna spend a lot of time in the G League. They said.
Yeah, he gonna be a very highly paid G League player. That's $7 million.
Facts.
You know how much? You know what's the average pay? You know, G League player gonna get like 6 figures.
I mean, look, hey, niggas gonna go see him though. Niggas are going to the G League games to see him though, so I guess it's well deserved.
He gonna hoop. He gonna hoop in the G League. He gonna
I
hoop. He
think
got nothing else better to do.
he gonna get some PT on the regular Lakers too though, because you know
He
they're
will.
gonna want that highlights. You know that first lob he throws to his pops, gonna be crazy, bro.
He's gonna him playing on the team. It's more so like you just know you're just gonna get your ticket prices and all that. He's there for the aesthetics. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Trust me. We gonna sit here and go. It's like the Griffies all over again. Just both of y'all not good. You know, like you ain't never see that clip with the Griffies. You know, father came out, hit a home run. Son came up next, slammed that joint out the park too. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. If it was Bryce that was the older one, sure.
Yeah, our boy in the group chat, shout out Randy. He was like the odds for like Bronny to get like a double this season is like crazy amount. Like, bro, don't even.
Because he's not gonna play.
They like don't
Like
no.
I would even put that on a season basis. I would play that on a game basis.
But if he does play though, you're not gonna see no crazy game. Like you're gonna see like 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists type games. Like you ain't gonna see
That
no
means he
crazy.
has to play at least 20 minutes.
I think he's gonna play some games. He
I
gonna play
don't
some
think so.
games.
I think they're gonna ease him the hell in.
They're gonna call that nigga up like mid season.
But I will also say JJ his uncle, so
Hey man,
but I will say this though, JJ might actually have him cooking.
we'll see.
But again, within reason.
I hope JJ plays fucking Max Christie. Give Max Christie some burn, bro.
He's still on the team for a reason.
They re-signed him.
They still on the team for a reason. It'd be crazy to be signed him but not give him Bird.
I was telling my pops all last year, bro. You really got Spencer Dinwiddie running out there and Max Christie on the bench. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame, bro. Real nasty work.
Give him an opportunity to hoop, but all I gotta say is, trade deadline D'Lo. If you trade deadline D'Lo's, he's added to the list.
D'Lo survived. Yo, I don't know how he survived the trade deadline this last season. I thought
Because he put up like 6 straight games of hooping.
I was like, nah, it's still too late. It's too late. He getting traded, but
He
sure enough,
survived. He survived. He survived. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I love that for him. I love that for him.
shout out D'Lo. Shout out the Lakers. But enough about the Lakers though. I'm tired. Done talking. Let's talk about free agency, bro. Free agency just started the other day. There's been some interesting moves. There's also been some interesting trades too. So we're gonna talk about some of the most notable names who have been moved, whether it's via trade or whether it's via free agency. The first one that I think we should talk about involves both of our favorite teams.
Oh, you gonna go there first? I thought we was gonna get like the least interesting thing out of the way.
Because I feel like we should kind of go in order because this one happened last week randomly on a fucking was it like a Tuesday night or something like that?
It's not random, bro. I told you that shit was installed.
Mikal Bridges was traded to the New York Knicks
For some chips.
to complete for some chips is crazy. That was not for no damn chips, nigga. I was not for no damn
It was
chips,
some late first round picks for sure.
my nigga. So Mikal got traded to the New York Knicks finally for
Bogey and picks.
5 first rounders.
It's 5 first rounders, but I mean, only one of them really matter.
5 first rounders, a swap, and Bojan Bogdanovic.
And some second round picks that
and some second rounders for Mikal Bridges. I'll start. I think that this was a great move for both sides. As a Nets fan, I've been begging the Nets to start rebuilding. It's been frustrating me to see the Joe Tsai say, "Yeah, we're building around Mikal Bridges." Mikal Bridges is a great player, but I don't think he's a player that you build your franchise around. He's not a superstar. He's not a number one option. He's a role player, an elite role player at that, but a role player. On a great championship team, he's the third, fourth best guy. And I'm going to say this. Mikal played some great minutes for the Nets, for sure. But what I didn't like about Mikal Bridges is I know, those are your homies. Those are your homies that uh he went to college with, but he never felt like a Net to me.
Because he didn't want to be there in the first place.
I want to be, but you know what, bro? That's completely fine, bro. But as long as you're on the team, you're a Net, bro. You gotta say 10 toes for the team. And this nigga went on Josh Hart's podcast. They were shitting on us.
He ain't defend y'all, but he ain't ever talked bad about y'all. It is what it is.
Not about the Nets, but he would never defend the Nets, bro. Niggas be like, yo, the Nets are ass, bro. I feel bad for you. Nigga said nothing. And it's like, nigga, you are on the team. Like you can do something about it. And it's not like Mikal was like putting up 30 or something like that. Mikal was struggling too. Mikal was one of the niggas on the Nets who were struggling last season. You know what I mean? And obviously, he didn't want to be here. He wanted to be a Knick. He wanted to play with his homies. So you know what? You got what you wish for. You got what you wish for. You were with your homies now, but you know what? Ain't no excuse. There's no excuse no more. It's now that for the first time in a long time for the Knicks, it's championship or bust, bro. Because there's no excuse. You have the roster now. You have Jalen Brunson, who is pretty much proven to be a superstar caliber player now. So you have that player. You got OG Anunoby. You got Mikal Bridges. You got Julius Randle coming back. You got Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo off the bench. There's no excuse now. So you got what you wanted. I'm on your ass if you niggas get dropped off in the second round again. I'm on your ass because there's no excuse. There should be no chemistry issues. You niggas probably be hooping on the weekends or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens. Mikal, I think he will bounce back because with the Nets, we didn't really have a point guard. For some fucking reason, Jacques Vaughn designed our team to be built around Ben Simmons going into last season for some fucking reason. So when he went down, our offense kind of like went to shit. And because we didn't have a point guard, Mikal Bridges had to play that facilitator role. Whereas I think he's better like as like a catch and shoot type of dude, not really running the offense. And that kind of fucked his play up. It also kind of fucked up for Cam Thomas because he really ball dominant. So, he struggled last year. I think he's going to bounce back, but we'll see, bro. We'll see. Ain't no excuse. I know you're hyped for the Knicks. I'm just saying, as far as Mikal goes, if you niggas get dropped off, I'm on your ass, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just didn't like how he ain't stayed 10 toes to the Nets, bro. It felt like you were halfway out the door. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was sick and tired when niggas like we were building around Mikal. Like, why? Like, why? You know what I mean?
Could have had Jalen Green right now.
I don't want Jalen. Bro, all right. I'm tired of hearing this, bro. What the fuck? We're going to build our team with Jalen Green and Cam Thomas as the backcourt. Where's the defense?
Did I say you all needed defense? Yeah, I want to be watchable, right?
And we don't need no Jalen. I like this better because we got more picks and we ended up getting our old picks from the Rockets anyway. So now we can properly rebuild. You know what I mean? And we can tank, and it will matter now. You know what I mean? And I don't think we're done making moves either because I think Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith is getting moved too. But
oh no, they're gone.
Yeah. But it is a great move for y'all though. Y'all I said championship or bust, but y'all legitimately have a roster to make it out the East this year.
We just need another center. We need a center. Because they want to let Hartenstein go, but not replace him.
You still got Mitch, right? For one more year?
He's not playing 40 games next year, gang.
He's still on the roster. You let Precious go.
Precious is on that team still.
I thought you had to pay Precious. I thought he was a free agent.
Precious is on the team still.
Okay, so you got Precious. He's really a 4, but he can play the 5 in some situations. But yeah, you
Yeah,
need.
to be honest with you, they're just gonna have to let Julius play center at some points for points, bro.
I don't like that though, bro. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't like it, but I will also tell you this: Julius Randle is at his best when he's banging down low.
That's true. You might be able to jack that during the regular season, but you gonna need if Mitch is hurt, bro. Y'all might be cooked.
I'm not saying he
'Cause,
has to be like the permanent center, but
yeah,
Randle at center for stretches is going to be. I don't see an issue with it.
but you're gonna need another center because even if Mitch is there, if you end up
No,
playing Philly, Joel gonna have the negative foul trouble because he's a
they
freak
need
of
another. They need another. They need
yeah.
another. Like
Are
I
there
don't.
are there any centers available
You can go take one of the two dudes from Charlotte,
like
Nate
Nick
Richards or
Richards?
whatever. Yeah, you can go take him. I think he's decent. I'm not saying we need something crazy, crazy. Of course, this is banking on Mitch not being dog water and playing games. But as long as you have a serviceable center, it's fine. Like you can go get him. You can go get Walker Kessler or something like that. Or hell, go take one of the Wagners from freaking Orlando if it's possible at this point. But it's like you will find a decent backup center. I'm not saying we need nothing crazy. Like at this point, I'm settled. We're not gonna find another heart and it's not another do it all center.
Yeah, I think you have to find somebody through trades. I think.
Yeah, we're
I
not
just
gonna find another. We're not gonna find another backup center that could potentially be better than our starter, or potentially be the starter and be perfectly fine.
unless
Nah,
Jer-
we'll also
unless Jericho Sims takes elite, you never know.
he could be fine. He could be fine. I mean, he's just young. That's just all it is.
Yeah,
He just young. He just young and athletic, which honestly, that's all that matters. Really.
yeah.
But again, he's just another center with no offensive game. He just alive.
I think Valanciunas would have been a decent pickup for you guys.
But he
Uh,
also on the Wizards now.
yeah. He's done. I was gonna say Voos, but the contracts probably wouldn't be possible. I would say
Who?
maybe look out for maybe like Jackson Hayes, because supposedly the Lakers are looking at Brooke Lopez for some reason. So Jackson
Shoulda.
might be available. I mean, I guess, but Brooke Lopez didn't look that great last year. I feel like his age is starting to really come up to him. Can't catch up to him. Still solid nonetheless, but
That's Klay Thompson at center
God. Um,
pre-COVID.
but yeah, I think this is a great move for both sides. Nets can finally rebuild in peace. Tanking for Cooper Flag can commence, and the
You're
Knicks,
taking for Bryce, my boy.
huh?
You're taking for Bryce.
Tanking facts. The real, bruh. Shout out Bryce.
You're taking for Bryce, bro. You got 2 years, bro. Just be trash for 2 years. You're
Bryce,
probably gonna be trash for 2 years anyway.
we are Bryce and Cooper Flag, the front court of the next decade. But yeah, and then you guys are real contenders. You guys are real contenders. So we'll see. Hopefully, you guys pick up a center. Another interesting move, Mister PG-13 himself, Paul George, has signed with the 76ers. We all had a feeling he was leaving the Clippers,
Purposely.
but how do we feel about PG in Philly?
Purgatory.
You think it's purgatory? I don't think it's.
I think Embiid just not gonna be healthy to see y'all get a chip.
Yeah, I don't think it's purgatory, but I just don't think it just don't move me like that. Like I think he went to he left a situation where he was the
You
second.
left one injured player to be with another injured player.
Exactly.
I'll say this: the injured player you came to probably play more games.
And it's the Eastern Conference.
Easier.
It's the Eastern Conference. So you never know. If let's say the season starts, Boston gets a whole bunch of injuries. Now the whole East is wide open.
If the 76ers want to win games, just play Erica Badu every game.
Facts.
That's it. When Erica Badu is playing, Paul George is the best thing on the planet. Best thing on the planet. Smoothest thing on the planet. That is a calm 40-piece McNuggets waiting to happen with fries, all that. Just play Erica Badu.
I just cannot see a scenario where PG and Joel Embiid stay healthy. It just I can't see it. It just
The game
it's
plan.
like
The
you
game
like
plan.
when Doctor Strange was like, "Oh, there's like a million possibilities only winning one of them." I don't even see one scenario where the niggas is healthy.
The game plan is let Maxi go off for 40 and then figure it out after that.
Hey, bro, last year I picked Maxi for fantasy. I'm finna do it again because I feel like he about to get a lot of open looks. Bro.
Maxi's about to get so much burn.
Yeah, Maxi,
Just
he
Maxi gonna get so much burn because if anything, Maxi's the dude on the team with the ultra green light.
facts. But yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Obviously, he's an upgrade from Tobias Harris, obviously, and they kept Kelly
Who?
Oubre. They exactly, and they've been making moves. They signed Andre Drummond to be back up. That's what y'all should have done. They signed Eric Gordon, another shooter. Still got Kelly Oubre.
Mick sitting at home doing nothing, my boy. Just watching. You have bread. You have bread. I'm not saying he needs to be amazing, but you have more than enough bread to go get you a decent center. Don't gotta be amazing. I'm not saying you need to like open up the purse, but you open up that purse a lot so far. So like just continue.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not feeling it, to be honest. I think that obviously they'll be contenders, but I wouldn't put them over the Celtics. Wouldn't put them over you guys healthy. And who knows? The Bucks are asleep right now. They ain't doing shit. I think they signed Torian Prince. I think it's the only move they made. So I don't. I mean,
Who's the coach of the Bucks?
not only Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Doc Rivers,
Cool.
Darvin Ham combo.
First
But
round exit.
still got Miami though. It's Miami, if
First
Jimmy
round
Butler
exit.
stays, so
First round exit.
yeah. So Philly, who knows? I'm not really sold on it. This is a low key move. KCP leaves the Denver Nuggets to go to the Magic. Decent pickup for the Magic. You got a vet, you got another shooter. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because it was not a crazy pickup for the Magic, but it was a big loss for the Nuggets.
Because they didn't get Bruce Brown back, and then they like
Last
KCP
year, they lost Bruce Brown. Now they lose KCP. They're losing a lot of their core players. And after that, after losing in the playoffs last year, coming into the season, and they lost Reggie Jackson, which was low-key a plus. But they're losing key bench pieces. They lost Bones Highland. I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, Denver's still gonna be there, but I feel like they need to start making some moves too. Like I heard they're looking at Russell Westbrook. I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not feeling Russell Westbrook in Denver. The
Yeah,
reason why Bones was pretty good is because Bones had a shot. Russell at this point in his career, I don't know if it's a mental thing, a physical ability, that automatic jumper that he had like the first like 6 years, that it's not there.
yeah,
It's not there. Not that I don't like Russell Westbrook and think that if Russell Westbrook is your option at point, I think you'll be all right. But he's just not the. But then again, we got Jamal who's a shooter, so it's like I guess Russell Westbrook is the nice slashing contemporary piece to that mix. But at least with Bones and whatnot, it was just like that nigga had range. It was sneaky range, but it was
yeah.
range. It was in transition range, but
KCP was a big loss for them, bro. Big loss for them. Now, I don't know who are they going to end up starting at the two then.
3-and-D players are they're premium.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what moves they make in the offseason, what trades they end up making. I guess Christian Braun maybe move up, but I'm not spacing wise. I don't really like that. I like him better.
Well,
Bench as a spark plug.
we just naming people that they just need to figure some crap out. I'm sure they can if they were 3-and-D players, they're a premium, but someone's always selling somebody. Even if it's like a second round pick, whatever, you can go get something. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Is Jay Crowder still in the league?
Technically, yeah,
Alright, cool. Go get him. It's better than nothing.
yeah, that works. That could
Like,
work.
it's better than nothing. Like, you could find people. Like, I'm not saying he's what he used to be or that he was ever amazing to begin with, but you need a 3-and-D player. There you go. There you go. Like, he's decent. Decent. Where PJ Tucker at? PJ Tucker not who he used to be like 4 or 5 years ago. PJ Tucker's still solid.
Still in the league, still kicking. Um,
League paying for his kicks at this point.
we mentioned it earlier. Donovan Mitchell staying in Cleveland, definitely a surprise to me. Definitely a surprise to me.
The Brinks truck looked good when it pulled up to the crib. That's what it was.
Yeah, he chose the bag over anything else. I respect the decision, but yeah, Cleveland is still a middle of the pack team, still a playoff team. You know, borderline playing. You know, I think they'll teeter around the 5th, 6th, 7th seed. But yeah, shout out to Donovan for getting his bag.
Big bag.
Yeah, decent bag.
I just want
DeJounte
to know.
Murray, what?
I just want to know if the Knicks don't pick up Knicks don't pick up Bridges. You think that he signed that extension still?
Uh maybe. I don't know though, because I feel like the Knicks wanted Bridges. I feel like uh the guys were pushing to get their guy.
Oh shit, niggas gonna go pick up the Ever Bridges. There you go. That's another nigga that I'm
Because I feel
surprised
like
hasn't got picked up yet.
I feel like y'all don't like make big moves like that. Like I feel like 5 picks is I was shocked when y'all gave up that many picks.
We had damn near 20 at one point.
Yeah, because I remember arguing with you guys because y'all were supposed to have been traded for Donovan, and it was for around that many picks. Like I feel like it was less picks you could have gave up back then for Donovan. But then again, that was before the Rudy Gobert trade. The Rudy Gobert
Rudy,
trade kind of
Rudy reset the league.
yeah.
Rudy gave what was it? Was it 10 players for Rudy or something like that?
Some stupid, bro.
Ain't never seen a career 10-10 go for that many picks, but okay.
And it pissed me off. It pissed me off when that happened. And then when we ended up trading Kyrie, we only gave it was for like 2 firsts. Pissed me off so much,
Well,
bro.
technically, if you look at the wrong one, technically you got 10 picks out of KD.
Technically, yeah.
And the long term outcome,
Yeah.
if you look at what KD was traded for and then what that was traded for, turned into you did get technically 10 picks out of KD in the long run. So
Yeah.
all was well that ends well.
Right, you're right. Yeah, shout out to Donovan. DeJounte Murray traded. Talk about trading for some chips. DeJounte Murray traded for fucking nothing to the New Orleans Pelicans for fucking Larry Nance and what, like a second or some shit like that.
Blow
I
up
don't
the team. Just blow up the team.
Good move for the Pelicans though. They have an actual point guard now. CJ doesn't have to play the point. CJ's not a point guard. So he can move back to being the 2. They have a solid starting team, but I still feel like they're not done. I
They
don't
let
see
Jonas go.
Yeah, they let Valanciunas go. I don't see them keeping Brandon Ingram because they have 2 other wings, Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, who are both dogs. I'm a big fan of both their games.
I can't see. I can't see my man Zion staying at this point either.
Yeah, I
We'll see,
honestly me neither. So I could see them trading Ingram and then maybe Zion either leaving his last season or like maybe they like work out like a sign and trade type shit towards
Possibly.
the contract. So we'll see. But yeah, good move for this year at least. I think the Pelicans are going to be good. Pelicans are going to be solid. That was a good pickup for them. Bro, the minutes where they're going to have fucking DeJounte, Herb, and Trey Murphy on the court, bro. Defense gonna be tough, bro. Defense gonna be.
I ain't gonna hold you low key. They could just build around DeJounte if they really wanted to.
They need some. Well, they need another big now. I don't know who they're. Oh, well, I guess Larry. No, they gave up Larry Nance. Yeah, I don't know who their center is gonna be now.
I'm just saying, low key, they could just build around DeJounte. I'm not saying he amazing, but he's still young enough. He's still young enough, and I'm not gonna hold you. If you look into your role players and that type of game, yeah, it does kind of fit the team identity. Look at
Yeah.
Alvarado, Trey Murphy, Herb.
It's looking like their only center is Cody Zeller. So good luck, Cody Zeller.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah. Good luck.
He getting dogged in the paint for sure.
But the most recent move, the Warriors dynasty is officially over. The Splash Brothers officially over. Klay Thompson.
That's been over for like 2 years now.
It was still, holding together. Klay signs with the Dallas Mavericks. I have many feelings about this move. How do you feel about this?
Klay is ass. So whatever you gonna get out of him, it is what it is. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of bread, but like, don't get me wrong, he didn't get a lot of bread, so it's like that's not even like a major issue anymore. Because I thought whoever was gonna get him was gonna overpay him. I was expecting Orlando to like freaking give him a blank check. So that's a plus. That's a plus for Dallas. I'll say this. I will also say all he has to do is sit in a corner. That's it. That's all I need you to do. I don't need you to play defense. I don't need you not just sit in a corner, and when Luka or Kyrie pass you the ball, just chuck it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And I can see why they made that pickup. But I also will say it is make or break for him, and he won't be in Shanghai by the year. I've been hating on Klay for like years. I've been a big Klay hater since he said Dame sucked. Whatever, after Dame gave him consistent 40 pieces that season while Klay was guarding him.
Facts. First of all, I want to say nothing makes me happier than to see the downfall of the Warriors dynasty. Nothing makes me happier, bro. I love it. I love to
Did you see the report where Klay told Curry not to like interfere? Like, oh, don't like try to pressure them into bringing me back. And it's just like, damn, but they not bring you back.
Yeah, bro.
They not bring you back, my boy. After how you played,
and I'm gonna
they want to bring you back.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this for the Mavericks, bro. I don't. I get it. You didn't pay. Like, he's getting less money than Tobias Harris. Like,
you don't like the Michael Jordans of Kyle Korver's?
No, I don't, because this is 2024 going on 2025. Klay Thompson. If something the Mavericks lacked deep in the playoffs, definitely in the finals, is consistent 3-point shooting, and you're adding Klay Thompson. You think that's going to fix that? I think Klay Thompson was anything but consistent last year. Klay Thompson, you said it, bro. He washed his ass.
He's washed.
Not no more.
He's washed.
Him as the third option, bro. I know people think like, oh, he's gonna be so open. He's gonna get this, and that.
Oh, he's not the third option.
He's not that guy anymore. Post Achilles injury, Klay is not that guy. And
not the third option. You need to treat him like he's JJ Redick.
I mean, who on that scoring wise, he is going to be the third option. He's going to be the third option. Also, you pay a nigga $50 million, he's going to be the third option. But
he get paid how much?
$50 million a year. I think he's getting like, I forgot how much.
Don't matter.
Not $50 million a year. $50 million in total. My bad.
They just need to not treat him like he's an actual third option, and just treat him like he is JJ Redick, Kyle Korver, this, that, and the third. He a shooter. That's it.
But not only that, bro, his defense is also not what it used to be.
Now he's cooked.
Which is another area that the Mavericks were lacking in, that now is not going to be fixed. Now, as far as the fit, I don't think it's going to be bad. Like, I think him at the two, at like the three, we've seen him play the three before. I think it'll be fine. And I think he'll be fine with because him and Kyrie are both,
the biggest W for them. The issue with Klay, and the easiest thing to solve that is just pick up another wing. If 1 3-and-D player does not suffice, just get another one on the other side. You picked up Quentin Grimes. There you go. Quentin will balance that out. As much as I hated when we got rid of him and sent him to purgatory, Quentin will balance that out. He a shooter. That boy jumper is money.
Like, what kind of lineup are you putting up? So I assume that's a lineup without Kyrie in it too, because I feel like you can't have Luka, Kyrie, and Grimes and Klay playing, because then you're lacking size in that lineup.
Well, you're lacking size in the sense of no one's big.
It's just lacking size in general.
No, you have height.
Because
the only short person is Kyrie in that lineup.
In that lineup, you got what, like Luka at the 1, Kyrie at the 2, and what, like Klay and Grimes, and then like someone like Gafford at center.
That's what's going to occur. It's just that it's going to occur.
It sounded like the Mavericks still gonna be barbecue chicken on defense. That's
Oh,
what it's.
you're gonna be barbecue chicken on defense, but in terms of spacing, it's like
Yeah, it
it,
should be. It should be fine.
it
But
worked perfectly fine. Like the only issue, like the main issue that we're really thinking of is just you're talking about size, but like there's never been an issue with putting 2, 3, and D players in your starting lineup.
no, yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Two,
I
three, and
just
D players with a center, it always works.
I just don't think it'll be like it might not be Luka and Kyrie together. It might be like one of them. It might be like a Luka lineup with like Luka, Clay, Grimes, and then maybe like PJ Lively or some shit like that. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't think the fit is gonna be that bad. I just think Clay is that bad. I think I'm
Oh
not
no, he throw with him, Dookie.
and NBA, you better do right. It better be Mavericks Warriors on Christmas. Better be Mavericks Warriors on Christmas. And Draymond getting a tech in the first minute. And it's
I
gonna be
ain't gonna
great.
lie. I would love if it's years before Klay Thompson actually plays against Golden State in Golden State. Just like how Durant went like so damn long against before playing a former team.
Yeah.
Like I just think if you want to really cook the script, like really cook the script, like really sell it, like all right, Clay is gone, and it's gonna be years before he played another game in Golden State. Like let's just like watch him just conveniently be hurt when they have to go play Golden
See,
State.
it'll be whack because if it's a long time, not only are the Warriors gonna be super ass, but Clay gonna be horrible. So it's like it's gonna be trash. That's why
That's
it has to be
fine.
this year, bro. But I think it'd be fire if like he doesn't play them in Golden State in the regular season, and then they meet in the first round. That would be hard. That would be hard if like they met in the first round or like the playing game or
That'd
like
be fun.
that'd
And
be
when
tough.
Clay go 0 for 10 to seal it, that'd be biblical.
That's what
Biblical.
I said, bro. That's what I said. Clay going over 10, Steph dropping 50, and then the Mavericks win by like 15. like type shit.
And the sad thing is, if Clay's in Clay's guarding Curry,
Curry cooking that nigga.
Curry is telling
Curry
that
is
boy.
frying Clay.
Curry is making that boy take several seats.
Now, if it was prime Clay, we have a combo a little bit.
Prime, even prime, even with Prime Clay is not the niggas talk about Klay Thompson in his prime. Like Klay Thompson was Kawhi.
He wasn't.
Klay Thompson in his prime,
He was a solid perimeter defender.
he was a solid perimeter defender. Yes, I'll give him that. He was a solid. He was not locked down. He was still getting fried by every All-Star guard. He was not locking nobody down. Like, cool. I'll sit here and say this. Like, all right, cool. If you average 30 and I keep you to that 30, that's fine. You ain't going for 50. You did your job. In that respect, yes. But if your 30 is why we're losing, it don't matter. It don't matter. Like you didn't like as much as people want to gas Clay's defense, you were a solid defender. You're all defensive teams. Da 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 da. Cool, cool, cool. Let me show you the difference. There's you. There's Tony Allen. Okay.
Definitely a difference.
Tony Allen clamping the hell up. Drew Holiday clamping the hell up. You made the same all defensive teams that they did at one point. Like, nah, bro. He's solid. He a stopgap. You gonna hold your own. You gonna do what needs to get done and whatever. At the end of the day, you probably still gonna put up your average. He not stopping nobody.
Yeah.
He was just a big body that moved your feet. He was fine. He was fine. Him on Curry, it don't matter. If there is not a single all-star level guard that Klay Thompson actually guarded that he clamped. They all got the best of you. Now, again, it doesn't say a lot considering, all right, cool. You look at a Kyrie, look at a Lillard. It don't matter who was guarding you. But I also say, look at a Kyrie, look at a Lillard, look at a Chris Paul, look at all them all-star guards. Just know Drew Holiday has clamped all of them. So there's levels to it.
Yeah, we're talking about prime Clay, bro. Clay now.
Oh no, Clay now. I just bench you at that point.
Yeah, he's just
But
I know Jeffrey, our boy Jeff, is happy.
Oh, he happy.
He said he was. He said he was.
He happy just for the fact that he wasn't overpaid.
Yeah. I agree with that. the deal was definitely good because the bag he wanted, I was like, I don't think you're gonna get that.
You wanted a max deal at one point. You're not getting no max, bro.
You were not that guy.
You were not getting a max, my boy. Your days of getting a max. I think he got one max.
Unless you want to play for the Pistons, you're not doing that.
Did the Pistons even try to sign you, my boy?
I think the Pistons giving Klay Thompson back.
But my thing is, did the Pistons and free agency even come to try to talk to you?
Definitely.
A team that needs anybody they can get. Even if it's just a big name.
But yeah, that's it for the first episode of the No Look Pod. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Everybody watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to Super Villain Studios on YouTube and check out our other content on Super Villain Studios. Follow me on IG _Injustice. Swan, where can they find you and your stuff?
Honestly, the ads is already in the video or whatever. But even then, forget all that. Follow the No Look Pod on Instagram.
Facts.
So that's the major thing, the major key. The niggas even say major key no more? No, shit dead, right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Look, chill out, Unc. Chill out, Unc. All right.
Unc is crazy, nigga. Crazy work. I'm just saying. Look, just follow No Look. Like we here, we out here. It's real talk, real hoops. You know, real grown men talk. Like this, the barbershop talk without being in the barbershop. You heard it here first. This is the place where you want to be. There ain't nobody else like us. You feel me? Like this is what you want to talk about. We gonna say the things that everybody thinking I don't want to hear. If it's a hot take, it's hot. That's the purpose of the hot take. Just know, like, we speaking facts. We speaking from the heart. Just like when I say I hate Klay Thompson, I hate Klay Thompson. When I say I hate Jason Tatum, I really do mean I hate Jason Tatum. Like, I mean it. I speak that. When I say Jaylen Brown is a lucky man, I speak that. Yo, it's so crazy. It's very crazy. But I ain't gonna get too much on the intro because it just occurred to me that Jason Tatum done got a ring. He got two. He technically got 2 rings because now his shorty pregnant. And you know who his shorty is. So now I hate you even more. Cause like what'd you do? What did you do to get that?
Nothing.
What did you do? That's so crazy to me. But yeah, follow the podcast. You know how we do it.
Yeah, you already know I'm the number one hater, bro. But I'm calm right now because it's the off season. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. Wait till Ben Simmons steps on the court. Wait till niggas step on the court, bro. The number one reason I wanted to make a basketball pod is to slander you niggas. Harden. Wait till you get on the court, nigga. Because I ain't forget. Y'all lost again. All y'all told me the Clippers were going to do that. They ain't do shit again.
It's so great. Nah, I'm not going to get into it. You going to say that for nothing. I could go on a whole tangent of the Clippers, bro. All that for nothing.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next time.